should feel like I should feel like I should feel like I should go. Go. Feel like I should go. Feel like I should feel like I should feel like I should feel like I should go. Feel like I should go. Feel like I should feel like I should feel like I should feel like I should.
Let's jump right into the chat. Last night I watched the Jamie Foxx special. I guess he returned to Atlanta, the scene where he had the bad medical incident, and he did a skit. It wasn't much of a comedy, but it was kind of reminiscing, happy to be alive type thing. And he said, as long as I'm able to do comedy, I'm alive, and things like that. As long as I can laugh, I'm alive. But anyway, in part of the skit, he let me see if I can share my screen with you, and he talked about more or less how he kind of built the black women up, and you'll see the headline here. He declares he's done dating white women after stroke, but it was a joke. But during the presentation of the joke, he was really building them up, kind of like a minister does. He was like, black women, I'm coming back home. I'm coming back to the black side of town, and this and that, and this and that. And at the end of it, he says, in public, he said, no more white women for me. And the black women, at that point, they were jumping up and down and screaming. They thought he was coming back home, back to the fold of the sisters. And, but it was all just a cruel joke there. And it just really made me think about, Jamie Foxx, and he just a cruel joke indeed. And this is, you can see some of the video they're playing, some of the, well, you can't see the video. From the presentation, but you can see the you can see the article there. It just kind of made me think about you. Anyone remember the old skit, the Jamie Foxx?
Well,
He got me a woman.
I got a woman.
He got a woman. Yeah, he got him a woman already. He got a woman indeed. And that woman that he has, I think, let's see if we can see some of the women that Jamie Foxx has dated over the years. Let's see if we can put some of them up on the screen. Let's see. Here's at least one of them. Let's see. Where did my screen go there? And there she is. Let me see if that's showing there. And, it's not showing. But anyway, so that was, I can't remember that lady's name, but he said last night he got him a woman, and he's back to the sisters. But we all know why these black men want these white women, and I think everyone kind of knew he wasn't coming back home, and it was just kind of interesting hearing him say that. I was sitting there watching it with a lady friend, and even she was amused that he would say something like that because
When I'm in need.
White women give him money when he's in need. So he was just a cruel joke indeed. Jamie Foxx.
Way over town.
Way over town. He said he's back on the other side of town now, but it was all just a cruel joke. Jamie Foxx, but something else here I really wanted to cover. I didn't want to spend too much time on Jamie Foxx. You can go watch the skit for yourself. We're discussing on the other channel. You tell me what you think about it. Was it a cruel joke played by Jamie Foxx, or was it not that big of a deal? Anyway, let me get to my, let's get here. And let's see what we have here. I want to share something with you about some Jay-Z and some Floyd Mayweather news here. I'll just pull that up, and we'll just go down the articles as we go. Jay-Z's $3 billion net worth. I found an article from a lawyer, an attorney or whatever, and I found a couple of articles. We're going to go through a couple of them. Here's a quote. I've sued a lot of people in the music industry, and I can't recall an instance. Let me magnify that. I can't recall an instance where the defendant himself or herself issued a statement without running it by legal and PR. So this was certainly unique. And that is what I said yesterday. It just seemed very weird to me that Jay-Z would just go out on a limb and write that message, that message to Tony Busby. Jay-Z has PR staff. He has many, many people that he could have had to write this letter for him. But here he is responding in ghetto legalese to a very serious attorney. So I found it to be very interesting. So let's take a look at this article here. And this is from the Sun UK edition. Jay-Z's and Beyonce's $3 billion net worth could take a big hit from rape claim, and his aggressive denial could backfire. This is what I said all along. You know, one of the things, you know, again, he should have let someone else speak for him. They put on a united front after he blasted a new lawsuit accusing him of raping a 13-year-old girl. Now, look, I'm going to tell you this right here. All is not well in that family. There's a family feud going on. I guarantee you. Yesterday we talked about the mother-in-law, Tina Knowles, liking an article, post about him being, you know, served in this lawsuit. There's a lot of money at stake, and these people are going to be fighting for it. We're going to talk about Jay-Z. Well, not Jay-Z, but we'll talk about Janice and Christian Combs. They're starting to fight over Puffy's money as well. So you see here, Jay-Z, Ivy Carter, blah, blah, blah. Here's pictures of Puffy right here. As you can see them here. On and on it goes. They pose on the red carpet in Los Angeles. 12-year-old voices, Kiara. I guess they went to the Lion King, the Mufasa. Former prosecutor Nira of West Coast trial lawyers gave his opinion on how the case could affect Carter and his famous spouse, who are now billionaires and run multiple businesses. The mere accusations themselves can be very damaging. That's what I said. We saw in Diddy's case, his net worth could take a significant hit immediately. This is the first of a couple articles. This could potentially be a game changer for Jay-Z. He and Beyonce, their music royalty, blah, blah, blah. Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift has been very clean. You must give her that credit. And obviously, Jay-Z has his hands in all sorts of businesses. Potentially, it's going to unravel pretty quickly for Jay-Z, just like it did for Diddy. Yep, indeed. Diddy came out very aggressively, denied all the allegations, and then when the film came out, he settled very quickly, and then it all unraveled. And so this guy is talking about Romani. He told the U.S. Sun he was shocked by Carter's statement, which was unique, as it did not appear to have been written by a lawyer or press representative. Now, you're going to see the media overlooking this, and they're just going to act like this was just a perfectly given speech. But I guarantee you, the people in the legal world, the people in the business world that see this all unraveling this way, where this man, and I'm guaranteeing you that most of Rock Nation staff has fled already. I guarantee you that. This lawyer goes on to say it could potentially backfire, and we've seen it happen where people have come out and attacked the victims in this case. And if allegations are indeed true, sometimes that does motivate other victims and other witnesses to come forward. They say, whoa, what's going on there? That's not true. I was there, so I've seen it time and time again where someone comes out, attacks one of my clients who's a victim, and because that attack is so public, it draws more attention to the case. And other people start calling me and saying, you know what, I want to help this person who's been victimized. So it certainly can backfire on Jay-Z, both in the courtroom and the court of public opinion. He goes on to say, I've sued people in the music and entertainment industry, and I can't recall an instance where the defendant himself or herself issued a statement without running it by legal and PR. Yesterday, we looked at the video from the message from Jay-Z. I mean, you'd really have to question if he's literate and what level of literacy he has. This is the letter here on the screen. We won't go back over that. But Jay-Z felt like he needed to come out strong and aggressive. But Romani said he doesn't understand why he attacked the lawyer. I don't know why Jay-Z is taking issues with Busby and calling him an ambulance chaser in a cheap suit. Busby is representing his client who's making these very serious allegations. So my preference is to kind of keep things professional and just litigate this in the courtroom without attacking the lawyers involved. Romani said he believes it is now a wait-and-see situation with Jay-Z to see if any more alleged victims come forward or hard evidence of the claim. He is not accused of a crime and is not part of Diddy's current situation. From Jay-Z's situation, this can go in two directions. This can be a one-off case involving accusation by one victim, which you have to defend. Ramani says, I think this is the type of case that will not settle. And I've said this before, it's not about the money, it's about one's reputation. So he's saying Jay-Z is unlikely to settle here. And I think this is something that Jay-Z is probably going to fight more or less the whole way. If there's some sort of settlement, it will tarnish his reputation. And I think it would be difficult for him to recover absent of some sort of vindication in the courtroom here. Or, of course, a withdrawal by the victim in this case. So we're going to see here where this goes here. And then I have a couple more articles. Hope we can get to them in time. We have about 20 minutes left here. Let me see if I can pull these articles up. Another article. If not, we'll get to them on another stream here. Let's see. Here's, no, I want to get to this one first. Jay-Z talks tough but plays the victim. This is from Andrea Burkhart, a Substack. Here's a quote from the article that I found relevant. To anti-slap provides for attorney fees to the prevailing party, meaning that Jay-Z will have to pay Mr. Busby for the privilege of getting the case dismissed. These facts combined raise the prospect of a speedy and definitive rebuttal of his victim narrative, an outcome that is at best embarrassing and at worst exposes him as precisely the kind of litigation bully of which he is claiming himself to be a victim. Very interesting. Let's go into the article here. And again, this is Andrea Burkhart. She's an attorney. This is on a Substack. And this is a very long article, so I'm not going to go over all of this. And I'll see if I can get to the point. She said, the problem is that if you're going to claim to be a victim, you'll be expected to back that up. So she's saying, Jay-Z, you're claiming that you're a victim, back it up, right? You're going to have your opportunity, back it up, prove that you are the victim. And Jay-Z's claims of victimhood at the hands of Tony Busby are likely to crumble in a particularly embarrassing fashion. Jay-Z's statement appears to confirm his identity as the John Doe who sued Tony Busby last month in LA for extortion. And this article, and I'm going to put this article in the description if you want to come back and take a look at this. And I'm going to show you the highlights here. There were reasons to suspect the John Doe plaintiff in this case was Jay-Z from the very beginning. The most obvious is the law firm that was used for the plaintiff. Quinn Emanuel is the law firm of Alex Spiro, who has previously represented Jay-Z. In December, blah, 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 Twitter's overhaul. This is talking about Tory Lanez here. Preacher told a crowd of press and overlookers, I got some names. We played this video yesterday. I want to call Alex Spiro, Desiree Perez. We played these names yesterday. I'm going to get out of that. Let's see. And let's see. Alex Spiro is the in-house attorney at this point for Roc Nation. But Roc Nation's statement and related recent events build a stronger case for Jay-Z being pseudonymous John Doe. The events related in the statement, receiving a blackmail statement from Tony Busby, disguised as a demand letter, tracked the allegations in the John Doe complaint. And this is, we read Tony Busby's response yesterday. And here is where it's interesting. All of this gives the distinct impression that Tony Busby has been living in Jay-Z's head since well before Tony Busby named him as a defendant. So what she's saying is Jay-Z filed suit anonymously against Busby long before Busby filed a demand letter. The John Doe lawsuit is so meritless that Alex Spiro, Jay-Z's in-house lawyer, wouldn't even put his name on it. You'll see that he was represented by Mari Henderson here. You can see that here. Mari Henderson, Quinn Emanuel here, representing attorneys for plaintiff John Doe, which is now we know to be Jay-Z. And the article goes on, it's a very long article. And she says, interestingly, Mari Henderson is also appearing for Megan Thee Stallion's business entities in a case where Roc Nation is a co-defendant. Earlier this year, Alex Spiro appeared pro hoc vice with Ms. Henderson as a designated local counsel. This is important. You'll see that here. Spiro, his name must be, yep, there it is there. And so what she's saying is that if Spiro thought this case was relevant, had some merit, Jay-Z's countersuit, then Spiro would have been on the case here. And we have a call coming in. Give me 1 second. then Spiro would have been on this case. But since the fact that Spiro was not on this case, then this lawyer is alleging that Spiro didn't want to get the public slap down that Jay-Z is likely to get smacked down on this case by going after Busby. Because it is so easy for a lawyer like Alex Spiro to get permission to handle a case for one of his clients in a jurisdiction where his law firm already has licensed attorney. It's noticeable that he doesn't when he doesn't. The heart of the allegation of Tony Busby is the claim that his demand letter violated Rule 5100A of the California Rules of Professional Conduct by threatening to take a different course if John Doe did not commit to confidential mediation to resolve the dispute by a specified deadline. And there's an explanation there. And so the lady goes on to say, now it is worth noting that the demand letter by Tony Busby that is alleged to be unethical and illegal is not an exhibit to Jay-Z's complaint, despite the complaint attaching 10 separate exhibits, mostly transcripts of interviews where Mr. Busby discussed the Diddy allegations and the possibility of filing suits against other celebrities. It isn't required to file it, but it will be critical evidence at some point and is likely to be dispositive of whether the case moves forward. So why not redact it and put it out now, unless it's a perfectly ordinary demand letter that every lawyer in the country is going to look at and say, yeah, that's not extortion, Jay-Z. Lawyers' demands certainly can be extortion. The example she gave was Avenatti and Nike, and she has documentation here. We all know Avenatti's in prison. But threatening financial ruin through a press conference is a pretty far cry from providing notice of a dispute and offering to settle it confidentially. Even with the complaint providing an edited and truncated amount of what the demand letter said, nothing in the description of the letter constitutes a threat to commence criminal, administrative, or disciplinary proceedings against Jay-Z if he didn't settle the claims. And this deficiency is probably fatal to the action because extortion requires proof of a threat, a wrongful threat. And this is where she says, and we read this earlier, a demand letter is protected First Amendment petitioning activity within the meaning of the anti-SLAPP law, and a demand letter that is logically connected to litigation that was contemplated in good faith and under serious consideration when the letter was sent is protected by litigation privilege and can't give rise to civil liability. How is this all going to play out? This is an easy call, she says. Tony Busby is going to move to dismiss the complaint under the anti-SLAPP statute, and he is almost certainly going to win. I say almost because without seeing the letter, it is impossible to know if it contains something that could create a problem. But we can be pretty confident it doesn't, because we can expect the complaint to include, if not the letter itself, at least the very worst parts of the letter. And on it goes. These facts combined raise a prospect of a speedy and definitive rebuttal of Jay-Z's victim narrative, an outcome that is at best embarrassing and at worst exposes him as precisely the kind of litigation bully of which he is proclaiming to himself be the victim. But aggressively trying to shut people up is not the image that Jay-Z should be wanting to portray. That just ends up making him look more like Diddy, which is not the direction he wants to be going, as Diddy's accusers start to implicate him as well. And that is an article from Andrea Burkhart. I will put that in the description for this chat. And she has another article. We won't go into that. And that article is everything you need to know about the criminal statutes. I'll show you that here. And she goes into quite a bit of detail about the criminal statutes, the liabilities that Jay-Z may or may not face here. But let's get into a little Floyd Mayweather. I found this to be interesting, and we're probably going to come back to Floyd Mayweather over and over again for a while. So here's what I want to talk about here. Now, Floyd Mayweather has now bought a skating rink. The man likes to skate, so he bought him a skating rink, Crystal Palace. And so Floyd Mayweather, not only is he buying skyscrapers, going into business with SL Green and Josh Gottlieb, he has now bought a skating rink. And let's see if there's a video here. We'll play the video if possible. I'll suffer through the ads for you. And we'll make this full screen so you can see it rather well. Floyd Mayweather has bought him a skating rink. You have to be happy for Floyd there. Let's see what we got for Floyd. Let's see. And we transition here. Let's see what it says for Floyd. Almost done with the ad here. Give me 1 second. These ads, you can never get rid of them. Done with the ad.
In your business news, sponsored by the Vegas Chamber, Floyd Mayweather is stepping out of the ring and into the rink. The boxing champ is buying Crystal Palace on Boulder Highway, according to the real estate agent handling the skating rink. Mayweather is an avid roller skater, but has not decided whether he will operate the roller rink as is.
And this Floyd Mayweather buying a roller skating rink, and we'll look at the article here. If there is an article, yeah, there is an article. Let me move this up a little bit. And there's an article here that says Floyd Mayweather is known as a flashy boxing champ. He's in the process of purchasing the skating rink. The deal will be closed very shortly. The owner, Tim Pool, confirmed he's been skating at our rink for years, him and his family. I think Pool said he wasn't surprised. Yeah, he wasn't surprised the boxer wanted it. So Floyd has now bought him a skating rink to go with the rest of the business. So one of the things I wanted to look at with Floyd was who his real estate agent is. And we're playing it. You might find this interesting. Young lady, good for her. She's latched on with a very good client. Her name is Tanasha Pettigrew, right? And here she is here. But a very attractive young lady. Very attractive indeed. Earned a reputation in the industry as the real estate dream maker. Fortune 500 companies liaison, mentioned in the Wall Street Journal, Rolling Stone, etc. Native New Yorker, New York, mother of 2 children, a daughter at the University of Pennsylvania, and son at Old Dominion, ODU. Oh, so she has grown children, okay. She's got first business, Gold Coast market along the Hudson River. I used to work along the Hudson River. But on the New York side, she was on the Jersey side. There you go, licensed in California, Jersey. Wow. And there she is there. Let's see. Here's a property that this can't be $8,000. This must be for rent. Right? So here's some of the places she sold. Wow. I wonder, is this Floyd's place? Did she sell Floyd's place in LA? This must be for rent. 18,000. This has got to be 18 million. This can't be $22,000. Maybe a month, right? Not even a month. It better be more than that for a month, right? This can't be real. It's got to be more than 13,000 to 10,000, right? Anyway, so you can see what kind of agent she is there. And so one more thing about Floyd before, we're going to cover some of his buildings. Maybe, let's see, we have 23 minutes. We have 7 minutes to go. I'll play these guys for you. Take a listen to this. Yeah. This is
with one of my new investments, I would be making $300 million a month. But
what investment is that?
Just in real estate. With one of my new investments, I would be making
$300 million a month. That's damn, $3.6 billion in a year. Somebody told Floyd he was gonna be making $300 million. What did he say again? Say that one more time.
$300 million a month. But
what investment is that?
$300 million.
Just in real estate.
In real estate, man. Just in real estate, bro. $300 million a month. Yeah, sure. Floyd. Yeah. And here's Floyd again in London. Here, he's going shopping, Floyd. I suspect Floyd's gonna have to box again, bro. If he's spending money like this. Floyd Mayweather, he ran for his life after he was attacked by a large mob of Palestinians. Oh man, let's see if there's any video of this. I think Floyd has gotten in bed with the small heads of Galt and people like that. So yeah, you make some friends, you make some enemies, all at the same damn time here. I thought it was a video of this here, but maybe not. Oh yeah, here's the video. Let's see if there's a video of Floyd running from the police, running from the Palestinians, worse than the police.
Floyd.
man.
Don't get these motherfuckers.
I'll get the car. Money, man, don't worry. You're good, man. Man, they're trying to get me in there.
What?
Pussy. Daniel Nixon, that Mayweather went to London and the Palestinians were not so happy. He's doing all this business with the small heads, I guess. One of them, they say punch Mayweather. You can see it here. Here's another video, I think, here.
Go on, get go. You better go. You better go.
People said Mayweather liked to run in the ring, but this time he really had to run.
These man doing that, man? Oh, man.
This ain't Palestine. This is London. Palestinians chasing Mayweather away.
Oh, man.
And we got a few minutes left. I want to show you guys a building owned by Mayweather since we have about 10 minutes left. We're going to be coming back to this because this is going to be very interesting. I think the building is 610 West 10th Avenue. 10th Avenue? Avenue in Manhattan. I think that's Floyd's building. I think. No, Manhattan. And I read something rather. We'll see what it says. Is this his building? Wait, what's Floyd's building? Where's Floyd's building? Let me find Floyd's building. Give me 1 second. Let me find Floyd's building. Where is Floyd's building? Floyd's building. It's if I can find it. If I don't have it today, we're gonna look it up. Floyd's building. Damn, I know I have his building here. Damn, Floyd's building. Floyd's building. I'm gonna have to look this shit up. 610 Floyd Mayweather building. I think it's 610 West. Is that it? 610 West. I think that's it. Yeah. There, 601 West. Right. 601 West. All right. So we're gonna look up one of Floyd's buildings that he bought from the small hats there. 601 West. Yeah, we just look up this building. Let's see. Let's just see what it says. 601 West, a portfolio of buildings from the Harborside office complex in Jersey City, and a portfolio of buildings from Floyd Mayweather. Wait a minute, I thought he owned this building. Mayweather invested. Okay, he invested in them. Okay, 601 West bought these buildings from Harborside, and Mayweather invested in 601 West, right? All right. That's that. Okay, so we got that right? And so let's look up this 601 West. And I swear it's 10th Avenue. It's 10th Avenue, right? It's 10th Avenue. 601 West, Manhattan. Let's see what the occupancy. Let's see what the occupancy rate is in that building. Oh, look at there. What does it say? As of June 2024, the occupancy rate at 601 West Manhattan office building was around 65%. The building has over 211,000 square feet of vacant office space. 601 West is a leasing and consulting firm that has repositioned historic buildings in Chicago and Manhattan. And so this building has 65% occupancy here. And let's see, This is very interesting. Oh wow. Here's I think, is this the same building? Yeah. We're probably not gonna be able to read this building, this article. Let's see what this office said. I used to work in Hudson Yard, by the way. I used to work at L'Oreal in Hudson Yard. We're not gonna be able to read this, I'm sure, but office tower near Hudson Yard struggling after fetching $950 million in 2020. And this is the building that Floyd bought recently, right after COVID here. So it fetched for almost $1 billion in 2020. And we're not gonna be able to read it, but it looks like this building had a hard time. One of 7 officiants was well before he redeveloped into shabby chic workspaces. Mark Karasick's wedding at the Waldorf Astoria was the talk of the town. We can't read that article, but I think you guys see why the Palestinians are after Floyd. And yesterday, Daniel Nixon, were you here yesterday when we talked about the people that have sold Floyd Mayweather these buildings? Were you here yesterday? Did you see the people that have gone into business with Floyd, and they've sold him some good buildings here? Let me see if I can show you this. Since you're here, you're new. Let me just pull something up here. Floyd has bought some affordable housing. Bought a lot of affordable housing in New York City. Now, you guys know affordable housing is a hard way to go in any city, but in New York City, it's a very, very difficult thing to do. And so it looks like Floyd Mayweather has bought into a $400 million partnership to establish his own real estate firm. His firm is called Vada, and we'll look that up quickly before we get out of here. It's on Instagram. You can see that as well. Vada Properties. And so we're going to be coming back to this, taking a look at why it's so difficult. Daniel Nixon wants to know why it's so difficult. I'll give you some examples. But they said Mayweather may puts $100 million into a joint venture with Go Partners. Go Partners is the guy that Josh Gottlieb and Orbach, his other partner there. The joint venture is between Go and Mayweather's newly formed Vada Properties, which will be based in what? What? What did I just read right here? What? No, it ain't. Huh? What did I just read right there? Read. Money Mayweather. Going to be paying rent to Donald J. Trump. The newly formed properties, which will be based in Trump Tower. Trump keep winning, don't he? God damn. I didn't even know that. Let's take a look. Is this shit real? Is this real? It got to be real because that's from the Real Deal there. Vader Property Management. Well, this is British Columbia. Vader Properties. Let's see where they're located. This is amazing. If they're in the fucking Trump Town, we're not going to be able to read this. Damn. He opened an office in the Trump Tower. Someone said the Hodge twins interviewed David Duke. You know, I read a bit about David Duke over the years, you know, coming from Alabama and all. Damn, I can't read this article. I really want to read this. But anyway, let me see if we can find Floyd Mayweather Trump. Floyd, Vada, Trump, right? You can see the headline here. Floyd Mayweather team with Orbach and Gottlieb. Teams up with industry heavyweights here. Let's see. What does this say? Not gonna be able to read that. Anyway, looks like Trump has located has a new client in his building, and it is no one more famous than Floyd Mayweather. Let's see if Trump Tower. Damn, I can't believe we can't find that. That's fucking interesting. Oh, so now he's going to usher luxury, the component that he was missing. Yeah, so Floyd Mayweather has been buying a bunch of affordable housing. Someone asked, I think Daniel Nixon asked, what Floyd about, yeah, I think so. Nah, it's 415. I do think so. I think what has happened is that they sold him their bullshit, trash, affordable housing properties to get rid of them. Let me see if I can show you that. Affordable housing. And, yeah, I mean, everyone wants to get rid of their trash, man. Everyone wants to take out trash. See, there it is right there. Mm-hmm. But, bro, I've been in the affordable housing all my life. Most of the people you see me dealing with are affordable housing people. It's not luxury. And this is a very different market. And the thing is, the government is on these people's side. That's going to be your biggest impetus, is that the government will be there to defend them every step of the way. If something doesn't go right, even if they messed it up, they're going to be there to defend him. And that's going to be a very difficult problem that he's going to encounter. He's now going to be called a slumlord, right? And so this is why it's so difficult. You're dealing with people who, yesterday you heard on the stream, a lady called in. She said she had a mental illness, right? Imagine her having a freak out, a break, some kind of, mental breakdown in your place. She can harm herself, anything, fall down the stairs. Yesterday, I had a person who, affordable housing. Let me see if that nigga sent me my money, by the way. He had to pay $100 extra for that baby, right? We talked about that, right? So, and that's one of the things, they're bringing in babies, in situations, in environments where the baby, nigga ain't sent me my money, in environments where it may not be suitable for children. And so there is another real big issue that Floyd Mayweather is going to have with these affordable housing units. One of the things I noticed, someone may have even mentioned this, so it's not my original thought. I would have noticed it otherwise. But you see, $402 million worth of affordable housing units. What, is he going to build these? Because if he's talking about building affordable housing, man, like he's really about to get taken to the bank. Let's see what it says. Former boxing champ, known for is set to drop $400 million for a 1,000 affordable housing portfolio. Okay, give me 1 second. Calculator. I don't even need that. Is it calculator? 402 million divided by 1,000. 402 million. 402. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Divided by 1,000 units. What's that equal? 42 million. Is that right? So he's paying about $400,000 a unit, give or take, right? $400,000 a unit. $400,000 a unit in New York, spread across 60 buildings. It's a lot of buildings. It is his goal to provide affordable housing for his families that are struggling. He offered the following statement: "Growing up, I used to dream about on and on, blah, blah, blah. Concentrating in Upper Manhattan. I wonder, is this Harlem or like Upper West Side? That makes a big difference. And is it expected to stay affordable if he intends to take advantage of tax breaks?" Oh, this is interesting. So he's getting some kind of opportunities on tax credits. I used to do those credits where if you keep the buildings affordable, you can get these tax credits to offset income that you have in other places. And then typically they're like syndicates that sell these tax credits. That's interesting. Usually they're dollar for dollar tax credits from the government that you sell them like in bulk discount. Like, so Floyd is probably going to own the building, and this company will probably be the syndicate for the tax credits. That's typically how it works. This investment aligns with a strategy to diversify his portfolio. And I think up until this point, and I have a clip of Floyd saying this, he had never invested in anything else. He was just straight cash, straight liquid, his homes, that was it. And now someone has convinced him to go on a buying spree of commercial real estate in New York City, which is, under quite a bit of pressure. And then affordable housing in New York City. Those are two very difficult waters for someone to be coming in new. It's very interesting. This purchase holds deep emotional significance for me and my family. Anyway, I suspect Floyd will be back fighting again. The deal's closure will occur in phases, with part of the portfolio already finalized and the remainder expected to conclude by late 24, early 25. So we'll definitely be coming back to this to get an idea of all the properties that Floyd has amassed here. Well, anyway, guys, I want to thank you for joining. It's always been interesting to talk about some of these things that we see in the news here. And I guess what we'll do is, as always, we'll end the stream on our donations. Support the stream, everyone. Yeah, support the stream, everyone. And here we go.
Feel like I should, feel like I should, feel like I should, feel like I should go. Go. Feel like I should go. Feel like I should, feel like I should, feel like I should, feel like I should go.